What's going on? It's Flight Sports TV. We live. I appreciate y'all checking in with me. Um, we got a nice topic today, man. We're gonna be talking about Lonzo Ball and how I feel like he'll be the greatest thing that ever happened to the New York Knicks. This is one of our first videos that we're doing on the stream yard right now. I'm trying something different. Definitely want to shout out to all the people that's rocking with the channel. Like I said, we're just gonna keep getting better and better as time progresses. But nonetheless, I got a special guest today joining me. I'm looking forward to linking up with a couple more people tonight. It all depends. Get up in here, get in the live chat. Let's politic. Let's talk basketball. My man Dom King is in the building. He just started his new channel. You want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, absolutely, man. Thanks for having me on, Flight. It's always a
No problem.
pleasure. Um, Definitely dropping content in regards to the NBA hot topics. My channel is my name, Dom King. So happy to be on and discuss Lonzo and get it going tonight.
Yeah. Get you told people your YouTube channel. We definitely put it in the live chat so people can subscribe to you.
For sure. I'll do that right now.
Yo, shout out my boy Quentin. He talking about I mean, we got some light here. But like I was saying, so let's just get into it, man. Definitely hit that like button. Most definitely hit that subscribe button. He said yes if you allowed to be the general. Like I said, definitely hit the like button, hit that subscribe button. If you want to donate to the platform, I'm gonna put the link in the description box. You already know what it is. We got the Pelicans. They got a game tomorrow night against the Minnesota Timberwolves. God willing, we get that game, because if we lose, I'm telling you now, it will be hell to pay in New Orleans. And like I said, who the hell you think is gonna get it first? I kind of want to break down a couple of situations. Like I said, obviously, I feel like Lonzo Ball will be the greatest thing that ever happened to the New York Knicks. Like I said, you look at the situation going on. If you just take a snapshot of what we just witnessed yesterday for the first half of that game, where you got Lonzo Ball running and gunning the offense, it almost reminded me of him in UCLA. It almost reminded me of him his first year with the Lakers. When you see those flashes, I haven't seen that style in a while. It's been, and I saw it for the first couple of minutes, and I also seen it in the first game of this season. So it was definitely, it felt good to see, and I feel like you add that to what's going on with the New York Knicks. You see the Knicks that elevating their game. No, they're not championship material just yet. And what I mean, that'll be one of the greatest things that ever happened is you will maximize some of these guys' talents. You look at a guy like R.J. Barrett struggling here and there, putting him in the great positions. You look at Obi Toppin, you understand, a Skywalker, you understand, almost like a baby Zion Williamson, you understand, similar player. Could you imagine the lobs? You look at a guy like Mitchell Robinson. Oh my goodness, you understand? And then you're talking about my man Julius Randle, where you have previous
Chemistry.
yes, you feel me? So they've been around each other, for a while. So like I said, the sky would be the complete limit. You understand? And I feel like that would secure them a playoff berth, and that would be their point guard for the foreseeable future. The Knicks haven't had a point guard since Jeremy Lin. You understand? And that didn't last long. The last point guard the Knicks had was Raymond Felton and Jeremy Lin. We must put that into perspective. It's been a long time since we've had a point guard. And like I said, you hearing a lot of trade news going on right now with Lonzo and the Pelicans. You don't know where the hell he's going, what's going down. But I definitely want to get my man Dom's King opinion on all of these trade rumors and possibly destinations. What's your thoughts?
Man, first and foremost, if Lonzo did make it to the New York Knicks, hey, I agree with you. It's going to be a special sight. They right now, the only missing piece that I see is somebody to run the show, somebody to really lead the organization, on the court, off the court. And I feel like Zoe really does have that swagger when you give him the ball. Now, I don't want to see another situation where Zoe is going through issues with the coach. I need someone to give him the keys, allow him to play his game. Really put, because if you really, the thing that makes Lonzo special, and this is just my opinion, is that he makes every single person around him better.
Mm,
Right? That's his skill, right?
right,
So if he don't have the ball, he can't make everyone better. The reason why Brandon Ingram got paid last year, and again, this is just my opinion, is because of Zoe. Zoe was putting him on the map. When Zoe went into overdrive, he was getting Brandon Ingram buckets. And that's just how I feel about his game. So if he got the chance to go to the New York Knicks, I would hope that he would get the keys. I just want him to be traded to an organization that believes in him.
right.
But what I'm going to do is I'm going to circle back because I believe, just for everybody out there, I believe it's the New York Knicks, the Dallas Mavericks, Toronto Raptors, Orlando. I mean, Flight, what you think about his options? I know you want him to go to the Knicks, but
Yeah.
where could he end up?
I mean, he could end up in a multitude of situations. I look at even the Hornets. I think Lonzo's gonna go either to the Hornets, the Knicks. You look at the Bulls, maybe possibly the Clippers. You hear a lot of these teams, but I think his best option would possibly be a situation with, I think, with Charlotte, believe it or not. Also, like I said, with the New York Knicks. People say the Clippers, but who knows? Those are some dominant players over there. Not saying that he wouldn't fit in, but are they going to allow Lonzo to run the point guard? Is Kawhi Leonard going to get in the way? I'm looking at things like that. I'm even thinking about a possible reunion with the Los Angeles Lakers. He is a restricted free agent. I wouldn't be surprised if something was to go down. But like I said, speaking of trades, I just think the Hornets and the Knicks, and like I said, I think, or possibly the Bulls. I think that would be probably the best three options for him to showcase his abilities. Like I said, what you thinking about what I just said?
Yeah, I'm definitely with you. It's a lot of options. The one thing you did say was the Clippers. I mean, I can't see Rich Paul, LeBron James, allowing that to happen. That'll be too much heat on defense. They'd really be locking some teams up. But ultimately, I just want to see Zoe, like I said, somewhere where he could get the keys,
Right.
where he could really put on a show. We all remember Lonzo's game back in the day, especially those UCLA days. A lot of us, fell in love with the game just off of that. So
Yeah.
we know what he has the potential to do. And I just think it's time to let him run the show. He's always had these challenges. So where do I want to see him the most? Like I like New York. I like New York. That'll bring a buzz to New York we haven't felt in a while.
Oh man.
Hey, that'd be hot. That's all I'm gonna say about that.
Yeah, that'll be a dream come true, man. Like I said, I even think this is a situation where I know I might be reaching, but hear me out when I say this. Lonzo Ball he'll make the impact that almost Carmelo Anthony did. And hold your horses, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not saying he will. What I'm saying is, you look at a situation how Melo got to New York. Amari Stoudemire was there. He was holding shit down, this, that, and the third. It's looking like the Knicks. We got Thibodeau. He's putting these young players in position. They actually looking like a basketball team. You brought Carmelo in there. He just, injected the damn situation, took it to a whole nother level. Had him in the second round. Remember, they didn't get to the conference, but they got to the second round. I see Lonzo going in there and injecting new life into this roster and taking this roster to heights that we haven't seen in years. You understand? And like I said, I just believe it, man. It's crazy. That's what I'm saying, man. I just really. Somebody saying the Hornets look terrible tonight. D Cook, what's your thoughts on the Hornets tonight? You definitely did, but just put out a video. I also, before you continue, I put the link in for your YouTube channel. Y'all all need to subscribe to my man Dom King's YouTube channel. Y'all need to do that right now. He's breaking down a lot of content on Lonzo, LaMelo, and other topics. You don't want to miss it. And also we will be connecting a lot more often. So people that need to y'all need to keep an eye on my man Dom's King page. Y'all need to do that for me right now. Go subscribe. I put the link in there. I'm also gonna have it in the comment section. Pardon me on that. What's your thoughts on the Hornets tonight? Because you definitely broke down some stuff on your channel as well.
Yeah. So I'm gonna answer. What is it? B 1975. Yeah. No, that's facts, man. The Hornets was definitely looking terrible tonight. Even just thinking about it again brings a certain vibe to my soul. Um, what's happening in this organization right now is unacceptable. It's unacceptable. Absolutely unacceptable. You have the number 3 overall draft pick who's balling out. He's leading all rookies in every category except for scoring, I believe. I had to double check.
Right.
That means you got your 6-7 point guard, right? Grabbing boards, getting assists, shooting threes, finishing layups, getting and ones, stealing the ball. Bruh, that's the total package.
Right.
What we're witnessing right now, like I said, is unacceptable. We're having, if you look at James Borrego, right, his relationship with Devontae Graham, I don't know what's going on behind the scenes. I don't know if they grabbing dinner together every night. You know what I'm saying? If they watching
Right.
movies, look, I don't know what the situation is, but hell no, hell no. It's definitely time to give Melo the keys, man. I think Charlotte has a lot of potential if they just get out of their own way. All that toxicity inside the locker room, it's enough, man. So I definitely agree with you. B 1975 it's ridiculous. Um, I just want to see these dudes get a chance. Lonzo, Melo, Jello. I just want to see him get a chance.
Yeah. Shout out my boy Low Key T up in here. We upgrading the channel. My man Low Key T. I need to go see my man's channel. He talking about different topics. It's entertaining, it's real, and it's knowledgeable. But like I said, the great topic on that. Also, like I said, to piggyback on the Lonzo situation, I'm also hearing reports of him possibly going to the Dallas Mavericks. Like I said, these are all rumors. You understand? Like I said, what do you think? Can you think Lonzo and Luka Doncic could they coexist? Because they kind of similar playmakers. In a sense, what's your thoughts on that dynamic?
I mean, I have mixed emotions, right? So on one hand, my first thought was like, hell no. Hell no. I want to see Zoe have the keys. Luca, he's stat patting right now. You know what I mean? He wants
Right.
the ball every possession, whether it's an assist, a shot. I know he's a winner. Luca is a winner, but I think he's stat patting on the low. That's just my opinion.
Oh, sure.
If Zoe were to get there,
Right. Continue. I'm sorry.
if Zoe were to get there, like I said, mixed emotions. Because on one hand, Lonzo's job was to make everybody better. Luka might be tired for all we know.
Right.
If he had the chance to split the responsibility to distribute the ball, that might be what the Mavericks are missing. You know what I'm saying? Like while he sits down, he know that Zoe's going to get 8 assists for the team. He doesn't have to distribute as much. Those are the sacrifices that championship players make, to win a championship. They play with other great players and they bounce off that energy. So I think on one hand, Zoe could have the opportunity to give Luka a break, distribute, hit open shots. That could be a mean duo. But on another hand, I'm at the point right now where I just want to see Lonzo do hit. I want to see him run the show.
Right.
We didn't see him in too many situations where it was like, oh well, if only if, you know what I mean? If, and I don't want him to head into a similar situation where we're saying, damn, like Lonzo would be nice if Luka passed him the ball. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah. It could be
it's
a similar LeBron James situation.
yeah, like, and don't get me wrong, I like that LeBron James
Yeah.
Lonzo duo. It was nice.
Yeah. It was successful. I don't know why. Like I said, I feel like they kept the wrong guy. Like I said, I'm not really feeling Kyle Kuzma. I feel like he's going to be moved eventually too. I think they're just holding him for the right deal. Maybe it's Bradley Beal. I mean, they're going to use him in some situation. I don't believe he finishes his career with them. First trade target. for the Lakers, his name would be brought up in that conversation. So I don't really see him lasting long with Kyle Kuzma. But nonetheless, what I do want to say is I also put the live chat in the where you could join in the stream live, where we can even get face to face. I want to definitely hear some people's opinion. I dropped it in the live chat. I just dropped it again. So if you want to get in this conversation with us, you definitely could. I want to hear your thoughts. My boy I Executive says I'm hearing the Knicks, Clippers, Raptors, Bulls, Magic, Nets. It's all over the place. If these trade rumors are true to any degree, it proves he's not a bust. Well, I mean, he's not a bust. I mean, like I said, you got a lot of busts out there. I would like to break it to you before you were speaking on the bust conversation, and I want to talk about a couple of top 10 picks, ladies and gentlemen, on that draft. First, let's get into my man Jackson. What the hell was his name? Josh Jackson. You know, this guy's living in the league anymore. You understand? Josh Jackson. Let's get into this guy, Frank Ntilikina. Oh my goodness. I mean, good Lord. You talk about some busts, ladies and gentlemen. What's his name? Even the first overall pick, he's just starting to show flashes, but he ain't show shit since. He didn't show any flash. He just started showing flashes this season. Dennis Smith Jr. I mean, the man looking like a deer in the headlights. You understand? It's really a mess. You understand? So, seriously, we talking about top 10 picks. Let's get to Malik Monk with the Hornets. I mean, come on, y'all. You know, you want to talk some bust? I'll give you some bust. But what I will say to my speaking of our executive, Lonzo Ball is the greatest thing that ever happened to those players in that draft because you don't even hear about him. All you hear about is Lonzo. He covers all of that bullshit. You don't even hear about Dennis Smith no more. You know what happened to that boy? What happened to Dennis Smith Jr.? Seriously, I mean, but Frank Ntilikina. Come on, man. Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. It's making me sick.
You speaking facts though. It's something about when it comes to Zoe that everyone puts all this pressure on him.
Right.
When you look across that draft class, it's come on. Like you just said, Frank Ntilikina. I don't want to say anything about Marco Feltz because I know he just tore his ACL. That's not good.
But he just started showing some flashes though.
You're right. I mean, I'm looking at it like just the one person I will say that really shocked me in that draft class was Donovan Mitchell. All props to him. But no, you speaking facts, Flight. You speaking flat.
What I want to say before I got my boy Dave James in here, I'm about to get to you in a second. But what I want to read on Frank Ntilikina's career stats, ladies and gentlemen, here it is: 6 points, 2 rebounds, and 3 assists. This is a top 10 pick, ladies and gentlemen. Why nobody's discussing this with Frank Ntilikina? Why the hell is he still in the league? You understand? But we don't talk about that. I just want to bring up Frank Ntilikina's career stats as a top 10 pick. Ask Pusha T what happened to what happened to that boy for real? What really? While we in here, Don King, we got this guy Dave James. Let's give him a shot. Let's see what he got. Let's see if we can partake with us. Let's get him in here real quick. Dave James, you're in the building. What's going on? It's Flight Sports TV.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah. You can hear him, Kay?
Yeah.
What's going on, dog?
What's going on?
I can't call it. The topic, man. What's your thoughts on the topics that we just discussed, man? I'm gonna give you the floor.
About Lonzo getting all this pressure put on him and shit. Compared to Lonzo actually even doing better than a lot of those draft picks. Him being the only one singled out. Yeah, I mean, I think it's just hate because of I think people are just mad because of the shit his father said about him.
Is this my man from Queens? Yo, hold on a second, dog. Is this my man from Queens?
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah. What's going on, dog? You see me switching up the platform. I definitely want to. I'm happy that you called in. This man, yeah. You feel me? Shout out to my man Dom in the building. We did this together. And go subscribe to my man Dom King too, because he got a lot. He touched on a lot of shit too, similar to what's going on over here, and different shit as well. But continue, James, like you said. I mean, like you said, Lonzo getting all this pressure put on him. Continue.
A whole lot of unnecessary hate, man. There's a lot of guys underperforming, man. Come on, man. Lonzo's not the only one underperforming. Y'all just hating on him for I don't know why. I don't know the reason anymore. It's like it's a trend to hate on him now. I mean, most fans don't even watch Pelicans games. And
are you a Pelicans fan?
Yeah, I'm Pelicans fan, man. Yeah.
That shit is unacceptable. It's unacceptable. I agree with you. It's time. It's time to give him the keys. When I say him, I mean Zoe.
Absolutely, James. Like you said, it's definitely time to give him the keys. Answer him. My bad.
Yeah. So now let's talk about the Pelicans, man.
Let's talk about it. Man.
How give me any guard that can excel in this type of system. This system is crazy. Anybody that's look, anybody, come on, guys. Anybody that plays basketball, this is pretty easy to understand what is going on here. The offense is bad, man. Like, come on. You have a pass first point guard in the corner. Like, how do you expect shit to work? It's not gonna work. And all you fans that think Lonzo's stats can get better, it can't get better if he's in this offense. Y'all gotta understand. Lonzo, you can't have him catch and shooting. That has to change. This has to change. The team is a plus with Lonzo on the floor. So all you stupid fans talking about benching, we're worse without him. We're not better with him. We're worse without him. He needs to play. Like, bro, I'm just tired of y'all, man. It's like y'all don't understand basketball, man.
Here's what I gotta say. I gotta say this, Dave, in flight. This is the most ridiculous part about it. Lonzo Ball, ever since he first came in the league, was averaging, I think, like 7 assists his first year, I believe. It was top 15 in the NBA. Hear me out.
Yeah.
Top 15 in the NBA. We're talking about a once in a generation passer, right? Somebody who we don't see this type of passer in years. With that being said, the first thing you do is put that generational passer in the corner to shoot threes. The first thing you do, you got a top 10 passer in the league. And you sit him in the corner. I'm just gonna say that, and I'm gonna leave it at that.
I want. Can I get to that real quick, James? That's the equivalent of LeBron James running pin down screens, pulling up like he JJ Redick instead of attacking the basket. I mean, seriously, that's that.
I think Stan is starting to realize, man. Hopefully, it looked like last game he saw it, but he ran away from it. Hopefully he's continuing to see that this kid needs the ball in his hands, man. Because the team is way better with him, and we need to run fast. But that's not even close to being a problem with the Pels, man. Like, let's really talk about this team, man. Come on, the roster, bro. The roster is a problem. The veterans aren't playing. Weird rotations, different rotations every game. Unneeded players in the game sometimes. Like man, it's a whole lot of shit, man. We just came out, and I've already gave up. I already accepted the fact that we're probably not gonna make the playoffs, man. And since Lonzo's the scapegoat, deal him. That's all I said. Just deal him, man. Since everybody wants to blame him, deal him. Let him go forward on the Knicks, or Chicago, where he can be his position and win. So deal Lonzo. That's all you fans want to do is blame him. Deal him, man. Deal him. We're gonna watch one more Pelicans game.
Right. What's your thoughts on that, Ken?
What's my thoughts on that?
No, I agree, man. This shit is just, again, man. I don't have much else to say without getting too worked up, man. Look. Here's one thing I heard you say, Flight, that was interesting to me. You said SVJ is safe. I don't see how he's safe. I'm looking at this dude like he in the hottest seat in the world. It's not rocket science. The three of us could get together, coach the Pelicans, and at least be 500. All I gotta
Right.
say in the huddle is, "Hey, look, Zoe brings the ball up. Zoe makes the plays. You know, Brandon, we're gonna get you going. Zion, we're gonna get you going. JJ, we're gonna limit your minutes." I mean, it's not rocket science. We see what's going on. You know what I mean? The rotations, the strategy, the defense ain't even
Like
as
it's
great as it was supposed to be. I'm just gonna leave it at that. It's just my
Right.
opinion. I think SVJ
yeah.
should be gone in the hot seat. That's just my opinion.
I think he will be in the hot seat next season. He just got hired. He's gonna make it through the season, unfortunately. But he the way he's going, he will be fired by the second to third week of next season for sure. It says why you keep saying Brandon Lonzo.
First of all,
What'd you say?
we got to talk about David Griffin, man. We got to talk about David Griffin, man. Can't let
Talk
him
about
go. Can't let him go either, man. This guy's one of the worst GMs of all time, man. Come on. First of all, LeBron leaves your team. You badmouth him. Look, let me just say his character first. You badmouth somebody that did everything for your franchise. Remember what happened when LeBron left? David Griffin saying all this crazy shit. Just and now look what he's doing to the Pels, man. Look at all this. Look, I'm not even gonna blame it all on SVG. He has a part too, man. He didn't get the right players, man. David Griffin is not a good GM, man. That's the
See,
real problem. David Griffin, he
here's
can do his
the
job
thing.
as a general manager.
Yeah, see, I thought. Here's what I thought. I thought he was the type of general manager that could come in, get out of the way, like recognize some talent and get out of the way, right? Because that's all he had to do with LeBron James. All he had to do is say, "Hey, Bron, here's the keys. What do you want to do? Let me get out the way. Go give me a championship." Boom. And we in a similar situation where all he got to do is get out of his own way. Hey, Zoe, here's the keys. Run the offense. We already saw what you did last year on that streak when you won like 10, 12 games in a row, something crazy like that. He just had an amazing streak where he's putting up like 28 and 8. I mean, you got a star in the making. You know what I mean? Let this up. We want to see some lives. We want to see some lives. We want
right.
to see. We want to see. We
Why
want to
do
see
we?
some highlights. The shit that we looking at right now, and I'm not trying to get too hype, but the shit that we looking at right now is bruh, it's unacceptable. We were sold something different last year. They told us this from the outside looking in. We knew we were supposed to make this jump. You know what I mean? Like this was the year to make the playoffs. What's stopping us?
Happy to be a Pels. I thought I was really expecting us to come out, especially after our first game. I was really expecting us to come out and just hit it right from the jump. And man, this shit is crazy, man. And
What
what's
I
your
do
thing
want
on
to
tomorrow?
add something. What I will say is just to give some hope for like us Pelicans fans. We got to remember last season they went on a 15 game losing streak too, and they end up going on like a 14, 15 game winning streak. So they kind of made it up for the bullshit. So I'm not sure if they can do that again this season. Because yeah,
Nah, we definitely can. Definitely can. Definitely not happening, man. The offense is too slow. First of all, like the average age on the Pelicans is we're very young players. The ball has to we have to run. I don't like man, all the half court offense. Look at us yesterday when we ran, we were up. I don't know what happened, like why we stopped it, started shooting through so much three, started settling. Like we have to run. Lonzo has to run. We have to throw those lobs in the Zion. It's there every time. I don't know why it stopped. I don't know
I
what
got
is the problem. I don't know.
I got a question. I
I don't
got a
know.
question to both of y'all.
all right.
Real talk. Should the Pelicans have fired Alvin Gentry?
I'll take that one first. Absolutely not. I feel like Alvin Gentry was done a raw deal because, like I said, Zion was on a minutes restriction last season, and it cost them a bunch of games. I can count about 10 games where this guy or someone else said, yeah. So I count about 10 games where Zion they were up about they may have been down by 5 or up 1 or a situation like that, a similar situation where they was in position, they had to pull them out of the game, and it cost them. They lost about 5 or 6 games easily like that, and they were like 5 or 6 games out of the playoffs. So if you could have tilted that a little bit, they could have. And like I said, I felt like he just had this team running and gunning how it should have been. He helped Brandon Ingram get to a most improved player. JJ Redick wasn't this horrible under Alvin Gentry. I just feel like Alvin Gentry got cut off a raw deal, and it sucks because I don't know when the hell he's going to get another job again. He just didn't get a fair shot. He would have done a lot better than what the hell we right now.
It's not fair, man. To have to even play with that talent, that much talent, that type of talented rookie, and he has him in an position. I don't think it's a fair chance to get him fired. I think he had this team rolling right, and I think he would be in a better position right now. I'm not writing it, but see, that's what I'm saying. I'm not writing SVG. Yeah, it's only been nine. It's only been like a couple games. I'll give SVG more games, man. Hopefully, we can get this right. But man, it's not looking too good right now, man. But yeah, I don't think Alvin should get fired. He was always he had to deal with Zion's minutes. That was the problem. It's not fair for a first year. You should have got another year at least. I don't know why he was fired though. Oh, you said Brandon Ingram is garbage.
I didn't say that. Somebody else said that. I'm just posting. This guy right here, he posts a lot of crazy things. Brandon Ingram not garbage.
Come on, let's be honest.
I'm giving him a little shine. That's So I mean, like I said, man, this is a tough situation, man. I feel like I said, I know I've repeated this before, but what do y'all feel about this Indiana loss that they took, where they was in position to win the game? They lost a heartbreaker. I'm talking about the game was locked, sealed, and delivered. I swear on everything I love, if the Pelicans would have beat the Indiana Pacers that night, we would not be in this situation right now. We will be one of those 8 teams in playoff position right now. We would not be this bad right now if we would have won that game against Indiana. Because I want to remind you before y'all answer this, we also had a game after Indiana. We played Oklahoma City. They was in prime position to win that game. They just found a way to lose it. It's just like when you lose a heartbreaking loss like that, it just trickles down and it just continues. Like it's just a never-ending situation, and the Pelicans have not shook that loss off. And this is disgusting. What's your thoughts on that loss with the Pacers? Do y'all see any carryover? Let's start with you, King. We're gonna get to you in a second, James.
Man, yeah, I saw the momentum of that game. I mean, what you speaking on is facts. Ever since that game, man, it's been looking rough. It's been looking real rough. When I saw what went down, yeah, Lonzo did turn the ball over at the end of the game. I do remember that. But if you remember a couple of seconds before that, JJ Redick had no business with the ball. And he was fumbling the bag as well. I mean, to me, it comes down to coaching. It comes down to energy. You know, if SVJ is in that position, for the rest of the year, it's looking real slim unless he changes his philosophies, unless he changes his entire approach to the game. I'm seeing this, and I'm not trying to judge anybody out there or anything like that, but I'm seeing this little man just yelling in the corner. It's new age basketball, man. Some of the coaches out here that's more successful are out of the way. You know what I mean? You look at a Tyronn Lue, you look at some of these laid back coaches that are coming into the league, getting out of their own way and winning some basketball games. I'm looking at old school Steph Van Gundy with his old philosophy and old approach. Man, I think it's gonna get rough. But I'm gonna leave it to you, Dave.
You there, James?
That Indiana loss was that Indiana loss was that was a bad loss, man. Just the way the game ended, it was just bad, man. And it's like you saw Ingram yesterday, man. Like man, Ingram looks tired. shit already, man. You saw his face, man. Ingram looks like he's just done with it. But yeah, of course, that's why we're losing right now, man. We're obviously not this bad. It's just that we haven't bounced back, man. And everybody went, oh man, we were so quick to talk about the Kings win and all this. Come on, man. The Kings were the worst defensive team to win. I knew this was gonna happen, man. I knew it was gonna happen, bro. But yeah, the Indiana loss really has affected us, and we have to get bounced back. Hopefully, I don't know what I see. That's the problem. I don't know the solution.
You got a
I
solution
think
for this, Cam?
I think it's the coach again, man. I swear, once they get rid of him, it's look. Hey, Zoe might come out, fuck around and get 20, 12, and 8. You know what I'm saying? First night that SVJ going. That's all I'm saying.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm predicting Zoe to have a big game on these games, and then that the consistency to pick up. I don't know how, but I feel like Zoe's gonna find a way around this offense. I, hopefully he does. I think he has the skill set, so he just gotta trust himself, man. At the end of the day, SVG is probably not gonna change the offense, so Zoe's gonna have to adjust to this shit, man. Sadly, but
If that's the
this is what it
case,
is,
here's
man.
the only here's the
You know
only
what I mean?
thing that I say about that.
Yeah,
If that's the case, if SBJ not gonna give it to him, then I want to see Lonzo take it. And I said this a couple of weeks ago. Look, man, you're in your fourth year in the league. You in a contract year, man. You got one of the best agents, sports agents of all time, backing you up. Um, you know what I mean? What do you have to lose? What you got to lose? Go to the rack. You 6'7". Start dunking on somebody, right? You know what I mean? Make them respect you, and then the rest is
yeah, I feel
history.
it.
You know what I mean? We already know he likes to pass. At some point, you got to take it, Zoe. That's all I'm saying.
But man, there's a lot of, I mean, a lot of guys who need that ball on that team. So it's like, and at the end of the day, like, it's like, bro, I don't even like, bro, I don't know if Zoe can just be like, yo, fuck this. But I think he has to. That's his approach towards the games now. Like, yo, fuck this. I gotta shoot now. Like, I gotta do what I want to do. I mean, I don't know how SEG will react, but bro, hopefully it's not warranting Lonzo losing minutes, man. Because the way we're going right now, we might not win in the next 5 games. We might lose tomorrow. We might lose it. And that would be sad to lose to the Timberwolves, a 3-10 team. But to all
No, we
Pels
can't lose
fans,
in Minnesota.
SVG is not gonna change this.
We can't lose to
He's just gonna
Minnesota.
be.
We can't do that.
It's possible, man.
I,
Is Cat
I
playing?
hope not.
Is Cat
Not
playing?
that I, not to
Y'all
my
playing?
knowledge. Not to my knowledge. I believe he's
Oh,
still going through that COVID shit. You
oh.
know, he
Cat's
caught the
playing.
virus. So they
Cat's
do
done
think
with it.
that, who knows, that might be the game where the Timberwolves decide to say we ain't losing tonight. So hopefully that's not the case. But I feel like we
Nah,
lose to the Timberwolves. Somebody getting traded. Seriously.
this shit is over. Like, cause these guys are terrible. If we lose tonight, that shit is over. Something's gonna happen, bro. Because that's concerning. This is a horrible team that we're playing.
Yeah. You know, if the team is worse than us and we lose to them, man, yeah, this could be hell to pay. This is to be hell to pay, man.
We not
What's your thoughts, King, on
we not gonna fall
the,
Lonzo, man. We not.
Hold up, you cut
what's
out
your
for a
thoughts
second.
on
What you
the
say?
What'd you say? Well, my man, he just got out. Like I said,
Oh,
yeah, I think my man, he just got out. He'll probably be joining back in a second. But nonetheless, man, we cannot lose to the Timberwolves. I just feel like, yeah, I think it's bad right now. Let them fuck up to the Timberwolves, man. Seriously, it ain't gonna be a pretty sight in New Orleans. but it is what it is. We gotta get this shit taken care of, man. If these losses keep accumulating, eventually we're gonna have to, like I said, get ready for the lottery. It's time to get ready for the lottery. You know, let me add my boy Ken. Yeah, we lost you there, Ken.
That bad, man. And this is a fail season for the lottery next year, man.
Yeah, Don, Ken, you back in?
Very reasonable right now.
Yeah.
Be there, man.
Yeah.
Real quick. Man, everybody smash the like button for my dude Fly Sports TV. Definitely smash that like button. Join up.
Smash the like button for Fly Sports.
Facts. Join up if you can. You know what I mean? Definitely a hot sports topic. Back to the title just real quick. Man, Zoe on the Knicks, it's starting to sound like, in my opinion, I just want to see a fresh start for the guy. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, that's one of very few things where he
I'm telling you, I'll be different. Zoe with that team and the Knicks are like they're young guys too. Quickly, that's a good team.
Man, we
RJ at the 3. Zoe,
we just waiting for the Knicks to bring us some excitement, man. We ready for the Knicks to bring that energy back. We ready for the Knicks to just do something right.
Yeah, King, if you don't mind me asking, where you from?
Man, I'm from Ohio. I'm from Ohio. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah. You see, Cleveland, they ain't bullshit. You don't like the Cavs?
Nah, I'm from Columbus. So I'm out the way. I'm neutral. You feel me? In between Cleveland and Cincy.
So people in Columbus, do they root for Cleveland? How does that dynamic work?
Man, I'll say people from Columbus, they just say they go straight to the Buckeyes. That's all that you could depend on.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's not really a basketball town.
Not yet, man. We're gonna have to add something to the map.
Yeah, definitely. How far are y'all from Cleveland?
Just about an hour and a half, for real.
Okay, that's not too bad.
I saw Brian play. Plenty of times. I saw Zoe play a couple times when he came down to the Quicken Loans Arena. So these guys that we talk about, y'all seen them in person. I know what they capable of, at least from my limited, views. But I just that's just how I feel towards it.
Yeah. Like I said, back to that. Like I said, speaking on the Knicks, it's been so many times where the Knicks didn't get that guy. If I could just rewind some time right quick, the Knicks we so have so much bad luck, right? We was in a situation a couple years ago. Steph Curry, right? He was I think he was the 7th pick. We had the 8th pick. We had Steph Curry, Jordan Hill. You understand? Let's take it back a few years, like present. Frank Ntilikina. No, what was it? Yeah, Frank Ntilikina, Colin Sexton. You understand what I'm trying to tell you? Or some shit like that. Or I mean, this thing. You said Kristaps?
You trade Kristaps.
Yeah, we traded Kristaps.
Get him out, like, bro. We can't do nothing, right?
Yeah, and we got a shitty return, so I wasn't really feeling that return. But
who did you get a return?
Yeah, we and also this season in the draft, we had enough capital to go get LaMelo Ball. We had the draft assets, we had the players, we had enough to go trade up for LaMelo. Whether it was we could have gave up Mitchell Robinson to get that number 2 pick up in Golden State. Those picks were up for grabs. The Knicks had what it took to get it. The Knicks got draft picks. They got assets. It's time for the Knicks to use some of those assets to use. I know that they're trying to do different things because we used to do shit like that, giving up two first rounders to go get Andrea Bargnani. I mean, seriously, we did shit like that. This is not a situation. It's time to really pull the trigger on Lonzo Ball and to get a point guard in here who's pass first, defensive. He's gonna fit right up there with Thibodeau and his style, exactly. And he's also good with discussion. He's also good with Randall, who's having a resurgence. So this thing could get real crazy if they get Lonzo Ball, and I think that will seal their playoff berth. Now I'm saying to get Lonzo, you got who the hell they got? They
Yeah,
got Rivers.
facts.
You got this dude quickly. I know that people love him. You got him. You got Kevin Knox, which I feel like you need to give up a first round pick to keep Kevin Knox because you want to have Lonzo, Kevin Knox. Could you imagine that? You understand? So I'm just saying, you talk about a player who could just maximize all of them. That's what I'm trying to say. And not the Knicks. I'm telling you, that's in prime position. The Bulls, I don't really see the Bulls. Just to get to some other teams that I feel is more realistic. I just feel like Lonzo in New York, where he would fulfill all of the promise that he was deemed to have, all of the hopes that
And
we all
and,
believe.
and it's it's a big it's a big city too, man. It's gonna be a lot of
Oh, but
viewers,
could you
man. It's gonna
imagine
be
he
a
would take
fun
over New York
offense to watch.
City? He would. All Lonzo got to do is have a
Lonzo's
couple of big
box
games.
office.
He would run New York
Yeah,
City. You understand? I'm trying to tell the people.
exactly.
Can you
Fact.
imagine LeVar Ball in New York? Lonzo in New York. Yeah, we got to think about that in New York. Come on, man. Come on, man. That'll be crazy. They'll be bigger than the Nets. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just putting that out there. I say in New York.
Telling y'all, man.
It's still a Knicks town, even though they got these three
Cause most
dominant players. If they can
it's
win a
a Knicks
championship in
town.
Brooklyn,
It's a Knicks town.
shit. What'd you say?
Don't mean shit until the Knicks win. Until the Knicks win, we need the Knicks win. Everybody's a Knicks fan. The Knicks is the real New
Yeah,
York team. Nobody really supporting the Nets.
yeah. The
So if
Nets
we
just
get
came from
Lonzo,
Jersey.
we can make the playoffs, man. Because the Knicks are actually really good right now, man. And we're keeping it's actually like lasting. You know how the Knicks sometimes. I just hope they don't turn it around because it always happens, man. We always get hyped and shit fucks up every year for draft
Yeah,
picks to
right.
players.
But I think this is this is
We
this
just
is
hope we
what
can
you
stay
give up
like this,
for.
man.
You go get Lonzo Ball, man, because it's not many players. Like I said, Bradley Beal wouldn't fit with this roster. Just because Bradley Beal needs to win the championship, we
Definitely.
got enough capital to go get Bradley too. We got enough capital to get any player we want because we got the draft assets. We got the player assets. We got cap space. This team is fully loaded. So you pull the trigger on Lonzo, who's in a screwed up situation, like I said, just do it,
Yeah.
man. You got the picks. Up a first round pick. What the hell? What the hell you got to lose? Seriously.
Yeah, facts. I won't say. I won't even say go get Bradley Bill if I'm the Knicks, because I want to see RJ. I think RJ has superstar potential, man. I think that because this is still a very young player. What he's doing right now,
Right.
he's looking really good. So fuck, fuck all that with Bradley Beal. Lonzo, let's get a guy who can maximize everybody's talent. Be an up and running team. Would they trade Mitchell Robinson for Lonzo? I don't know. I don't
No,
know if they're
I
gonna trade him.
mean,
If that would be a
I
part of
don't
the
think
trade.
no with the getting. I think so. With the Pelicans, will conceal a deal like that is bottom line is you got to give up one of those first round picks, or you package a bunch of these young players. But like I said, I feel like you need to keep Kevin Knox if you get Lonzo Ball. You keep Kevin Knox, you keep RJ, you keep Obi, and you keep Mitchell Robinson. Everybody else can get the hell on. You understand? But I'm just saying you keep those four guys because that's who Lonzo's gonna maximize. Or you try to hold on to what's name too. I think you keep Julius too. So that's the guys you keep. Everybody else is up for grabs. You look at players like Dennis Smith. That's an intriguing prospect. I know that I hate his guts, but I'm just saying the man did show flashes up in Dallas and New Orleans. Maybe they're looking for a different type of point guard, a guy who can score. So go get Dennis Smith Jr. and shit. Okay, you
He's tough.
concerned about your defense? Frank, we got Frank for you. You could take Frank. He ain't shit but defense. So go get Frank. And then go from there. But this team, but if it costs Kevin Knox or a first round pick, I say you hold on to Kevin Knox and you just give up a first
Facts.
round pick. Just do it.
I don't
Huh?
even like how they doing. I don't even like how they doing Dennis Smith right now, man. So yeah, facts. Get Dennis Smith out of there so you can go to a team that's actually gonna play him because he still got a lot of game. To me,
Yeah,
that
so
boy
it's
had a
not
great
like
year.
we
Let's
just
not
trying to
forget.
rob you. I think the Knicks got the assets that could seal a deal with the Pelicans, and is that first round pick. But the Knicks seem very reluctant to give up first round picks. It's like they just ain't going for it. It's admirable what they doing, but they really hope they really fucking up because they need to go give up a first round pick and go get Lonzo and seal a deal because they could have had LaMelo. I just want to put that out to the people. The Knicks could have had LaMelo Ball. But they wouldn't give up no first round. They had the Dallas pick, they had their pick, and they could have gave up some of that capital, and they would have had LaMelo Ball. But they just was reluctant to give up a first round pick. They just wasn't going to do it. That's who the Knicks. They just not giving picks up. But what's your thoughts on this, King? With the Knicks and the assets they got, do you think that they could pull the trigger on Lonzo Ball with the assets that I just named?
Yeah, I definitely think they could. And my question to the entire organization, meaning the New York Knicks, what do you have to lose? What do you have to lose? It's time to shift the culture, right? You know what I mean? Get someone who can share the ball, and get these players going. It's time to win some games. Brooklyn right now is taking off in terms of the talent they starting to recruit. I want to see some competitive New York basketball. Like how exciting would that be? So I just want to see the New York Knicks definitely step up their game. I think they got the ability to, and pull the trigger. Pull the trigger. Every asset you guys just mentioned, it's time. Pull that trigger, make some moves, get Zoe in New York, man. That would be crazy. Like you
Right.
said, seeing LeVar, that shit would be hilarious.
Yeah, that big city again. I mean, New York, man, it's crazy. Could you imagine him in New York, man? That's all I'm gonna say. But
Especially if he plays good.
yeah,
Knicks fans are crazy when guys start hooping.
Lonzo Ball would be the biggest thing in New York.
Don't hear him.
Yeah. So, all right, so we about to get up out of here. But before we do, I want to ask y'all a couple of questions. One last question. We're gonna start off with you, Dave. Is Lonzo Ball? Is he gonna be traded by the deadline? James, James, can you hear me?
I don't think so.
You say you don't think so? You think he's safe?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. You say you think he's safe?
I would want. I want it to be, but I think it's man. I don't see it. But if it happens, then it is what it is, man. No,
Right.
I don't see it. I don't see it. Maybe
Okay.
if rumors get more crazy, then probably my mind would change. But right now, nah, I don't see it.
Okay. So what's your thoughts, King? Is Lonzo Ball? Is he gonna be traded this season? Yes or no? And if so, where?
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say, yeah. Um, if they keep losing these games, this shit is about to get real toxic.
Yeah, he's gonna
You
be the
know what I'm
fall
saying?
guy.
It's gonna get real toxic real quick. February. I'm not sure when the deadline is this year, but
It's in
February.
March. I feel March 20 something.
Okay, yeah, March is right around the corner. You know what I'm saying? It's some people that need to make some moves. Those not trying to sign no extension with them. You know what I mean? They know that. They're not about to just give him up for nothing.
Right.
It may pull the trigger. Pull the trigger. It all comes down to whether or not they lose or win these next couple of games. If you take an L to Minnesota, oh my,
I'm telling you, it's gonna be hella pain. If I don't take nothing
who
else,
they
it's
gonna
gonna be
blame?
hella
Flight?
pain.
Who they gonna blame? Flight? You already know.
He was the first guy down. But I believe the Pelicans, they're gonna beat Minnesota. I think they know the ramifications.
Look,
If they lose to Minnesota, I think they're smart enough.
they don't got no option. They gotta go out there and dominate. You know what
I
I'm
think
saying?
they're smart enough. And
So
also, to let you know, the trade deadline is March 25th.
March 25th. Hey, we gonna see. We gonna see.
We don't blow over now. It's gonna be a close game. I'm predicting it's gonna be a close game. I think we can win it. But if we go down, I don't think we're gonna come back. So look, I'm gonna have a prediction right now, man. If Detroit is up to more than 15 by the end of the second quarter, we're gonna lose the game, man. We're not gonna come back.
Oh, you said Minnesota?
Come back, man. I said Detroit, Minnesota.
Yeah, they 3-11 right now, Minnesota. I think that's the way they got the worst record in the NBA.
Minnesota is up by more than 15. We're not gonna win the game, man. I don't think we're gonna win that game if they're playing like that. But we gotta come out punching. But the Pelicans always come out punching. But when that second half is over, when that second half starts, we just lose the lead. That's what happens, man. That's what happened with the Kings, and we went to the fucking down the wire with them, man. Team is not it's not a team to be like, this is gonna be an easy win. We're bad. We don't have any easy wins, man. We're the worst team in the NBA right now. I can't believe it. But look at the talent on the roster, man. If the offense didn't change, nothing's gonna get better, man. Honestly, and niggas is just gonna keep getting traded, and nothing's gonna get better. That's why I don't understand. The Pels gonna get better. They're not gonna get better until there's a significant change in what is going on. I don't know what it is in that system, but it's not the very best right now. It's not fitting the best for the team. But yeah. I think we're gonna beat what's the name? The Timberwolves.
Yeah, I think so. Like I said, they know what's at stake right now. So, but okay, so we're gonna wrap things up. We're gonna be back live tomorrow. We're gonna be bringing a lot of content to the people. So nonetheless, we got a game tomorrow, 8:00, Minnesota. Everybody be on the lookout. Y'all know where to find me after the game. And like I said, y'all go subscribe to my man's D Cook channel, my man Dom King's channel. He putting out a lot of content. He gonna be breaking shit down. Also tomorrow night's game, you don't want to miss it. I'm telling you. And like I said, it is what it is. I appreciate y'all for checking in with me. And let's get going. Let's get going, man. Y'all got any last words before we wrap things up?
Hey man, sub the Five Sports channel, man. He's on this shit every day.
Definitely.
Something shit. Like all his videos, man.
Yep. Same over here, man. Appreciate you having me on. Definitely, run that like button up. Everybody in the chat. Other than that, that's it.
All right, y'all check in with me. We'll be back again. It's Flight Sports TV. Hit that like button and hit that subscribe button. We're getting up out of here. Donate to the platform. The link I'm in the description box below this video. I'm gonna have my man Dom King's channel in the description box too. You better subscribe to that channel. It's Flight Sports TV. We're getting up out.